Me and my dad are out to go to a piece of public land in Florida. We haven't been there in a little bit. We're kind of just gonna hunt fresh sign today. A couple spots picked out. Not sure if we're gonna sit there, depending on, I guess, pressure or sign. It's gonna be his second sit of the year. It's gonna be like my third maybe finger up hunting. Hopefully one of us comes out with one. If the little one walks out, might want to be a little scared.
So just got set up 10 minutes ago. It's about 2:30 right now. We got out here around 12:30. We didn't know what we were gonna do, so we kind of did a little scout sit. My dad should be maybe 500 yards north of where I am. We're kind of in the same area. Because we all know what to expect. There's a guy behind me, maybe another 500, 1,000 yards maybe out of me. He's a good ways back there. I'm in between both two people. Deer could sneak between us, but hopefully I found a spot. Like if he spooks one, he comes to me, and if he spooks him, I guess if I spook it, really it's gonna go to him because our wind's kind of blowing at an angle like this, and my dad's that way and he's back that way, so it'll come down the list. But I found a spot, had a lot of tracks, a lot of trails going through it. I'm kind of at a three-way right now. I see big old tracks over there. I took a picture of it with my phone. They're pretty big, but they're going that way, and there's a little small scrape, like a little deer scrape or something. I don't know what's hitting it. Maybe only one deer's hitting it, but it's a little small scrape that's right there. I got a little trail that looks like bedding right there. Kind of cuts into another spot where you can definitely see the sand has been like rubbed out or trenched a little bit from the tracks. Comes right under me, goes out into a little open area that as well has a bunch of tracks in it, but I don't know. Hopefully we get something done. Like I said, we usually exceed in moments like this when we didn't do as much scouting and we're just hunting fresh sign. This is usually the time that we get a little bit more success. Hopefully something like that will happen tonight. Other than that, I mean, still got a couple hours till prime time, so hopefully next time I turn this thing on when the deer is there.
Alright, so it's about 3:30. It's raining, sprinkling. I just got set up. I didn't want to settle for a spot, so I really couldn't find the spot I wanted. This spot looks pretty good, lots of sign, lots of tracks, not as much buck sign as I'd like though. The spots that had buck sign didn't really have much tracks. So I can't tell if there's really, the scraper just hit like one time and then never touched again. Unfortunately, I jumped several deer that look like does. Not including the ones I don't know I jumped, but the ones I know I jumped. It's a good looking spot, lots of acorns, lots of oaks. Just as soon as I got set up, something walked in on me, but I couldn't see what it was. And I still don't know what it was. But I did just see a turkey walking over to my left. So, set up just in time. But hopefully we pull it off. Garrett's sitting somewhere to the southeast of me. So, hopefully one of us get lucky. Got a couple turkeys coming in.
just got set up. As I was setting up, somebody walked right past me. He actually didn't see me. I was kind of tucked into the bushes, and he was following my tracks. And of course, they led right to me. So when he walked up on me, I just kind of laughed. It scared him. Other than that, seeing good tracks, a lot of tracks coming through this road, so I kind of sat up on the road. I think it'll work out. My wind's blowing this way, but I expect the deer to come from in front of me. So, other than that, I think I got a good chance. I can see a long ways. I'm kind of in between like two ponds in a way. I don't know. There's a pond, definitely a pond right there, and then I'm not too sure what this is. It's just a big old pond that's really dry. But other than that, I'm pretty good at ways up. I'm probably about 25 feet up. Because I'm more in the open, so I wanted to get as high as I possibly could. But I'm liking where I'm at. I got a little funnel off the other side. If they don't like the wind's blowing this way. If they definitely don't like it, they're gonna come across this little pinch point. It's like the shortest distance of the pond, which I'm pretty sure they're gonna cross, and they do. I see trails beat through the thick stuff beside the road, but the big tracks are in the road, so hopefully I can make something happen. That'd be awesome.
Garrett dropped me off and he went further up the road to sit on some big tracks he found last time he was out here. They're pretty big. Of course, in Eddie fashion, I decided to walk until I was satisfied with something. The problem is I feel like I walked everywhere and I wasn't satisfied with anything. So I ended up doing what I didn't want to do anyway, which is settling. I mean, there's a decent amount of tracks here, acorns, a scrape right over there, about 15 yards away. The wind's kind of all over the place for me, but mainly blowing to where I came from, so that's kind of good. It means everything else hasn't been walked through. I really don't know what to expect here. I'm just throwing a set at it because it was getting late. I didn't fully get set until like 4. But throw a set at it here and see what happens. Sounds like a bunch of quail. Never mind, it's turkeys.
So it's the next day. We didn't sit in the morning because we didn't really have anywhere we wanted to sit that we knew. We haven't really scouted this place much. Kind of been doing a bunch of scout sits. I kind of went through a spot where my dad seen a deer. He said it came out of this funnel. And I went to the funnel. God, was it thick? It was a thick old funnel. It was full of palmetto bushes. So, couldn't really do much about it. I tried to get through there and I thought there was going to be an end to the palmettos, but I was making so much noise and it just kept going. And I had to be where they're bedding. I ended up just backing out and not sitting there. I think I screwed it all up. It was hard to be quiet in there. So now I walked about a mile down the road in an old spot where I've killed a buck and seen a giant. This spot always produced, I feel like, in the afternoon, so I'll give it a shot. Like I said, there was a lot of sign. That big old scrape right there. There's a lot of sign coming up and down the road. Hopefully, one big one walks right out.
Alright, it's about 3:15, 3:20. Again, we didn't come out this morning, we only came out this afternoon. This is a complete change up for me. I came to a swamp versus where I've been, and it's sign and big tracks everywhere. Not as much people sign. There's some people sign, but not as much. But I'm sitting around a bunch of active scrapes. Garrett still went to the other end where he's been going, trying to follow those big tracks. I might have pushed too far in the beginning because I ended up backing out, coming back to these scrapes. So it depends on where this deer's coming from. But yeah, it's looking really good. So we'll see what happens. That was cool. We just had a doe. I thought I could hear her in these palmettos right here. But then I seen a squirrel in there, so I was like, oh, it must be a squirrel. And then I kept hearing it, and I looked back, and a doe stepped out. She's a decent sized doe. She went out by that scrape that I seen on the fire break when I was walking in. I'm not sure I want them all to do that because that'd have been a tough shot. And really tough to get on camera. The promising thing is that doe came from where I thought I pushed too far. And she did seem a little on the edge too. That's good news, hopefully. I didn't mess it up. Like these does are harder to trick sometimes than these bucks. Well, do it. Seeing a turkey, that's it. Pretty quiet out here. Got a real late start on this one. We've been on the road all day. So got a real late start. Garrett had a fishing tournament and we just got back to hunt this in time. Only the last day and a half, so I'll hunt this afternoon and then probably all day tomorrow. I'm sitting over here where me and Brandon got some cameras. I can't shoot to where our cameras are. There's not a really good tree set up. And the best wind is where I'm at now, I just kind of hope they kind of meander this way and I can get a shot. I have a feeling there's gonna be some bucks I see that I can't get a shot at. But it'll be cool to see them. I'll probably ride or die right here. At the end of last week, I was on the other side with lots of sign. But since I got such a late start, I just figured I'd come over here because I didn't want to mess anybody up over there, and I kind of knew what was over here, and where I was gonna sit. Probably 3 or 4 scrapes right here by me, and then we got those cameras further in on a couple other really nice scrapes and tons of tracks, acorns. The scrape that's right here by me. The scrape isn't all that fresh, but you can see where some bucks have been fighting. The ground's all tore up. So, and it's fresh since it's rained, and it just rained probably last night or yesterday evening. So, we're on some good stuff. little spike or button buck right here. Still eating over there on the edge of the pond. Probably about 7:20. The last day of the hunt. Could even be really close to the last bow hunt of the season, but we'll see how the redraws and stuff go. Sitting in the same spot as yesterday. I got in pretty quiet, but I left everything up, my bow and everything. And I took the camera down just in case there's a lot of fog or something. But yeah, all that was seen yesterday was just that nubbin buck. I'm not sure what my plan today is. And I brought stuff to sit all day, but I don't know that I will. Not really feeling it. So hopefully I won't have to. Had some turkeys come in. That and squirrels have pretty much been all I've seen. Well, it's almost 9 o'clock. We just had another turkey skirt by. I was planning an all-day sit, but I'm starting to lose that desire. We'll see, but not likely. Alright, so that about does it. Didn't quite make it all day, it's about 11. But regardless, the wind shifted into a worse direction, so no matter what, I'd have to get down and kind of reposition if I wanted to stay out, because my wind's blowing right where I expect the deer to come from now. Before it was a just off wind, it was kind of going like this, and now it's going straight in. But I'm just going to slowly start packing up the camera gear and get everything down, start heading out. Pretty uneventful sit, some turkeys and squirrels.